Hey guys, it's Tarkus from Tarkus Gaming, and today I'm going to show you how to make this bamboo farm. It is fully automated. All you have to do is flip a switch to turn it on, and you will get all the bamboo you can want. So you flip it on, you'll see the bamboo starts growing, gets broken, grows up again, and it'll keep going. Turn it off, you can come over to the bottom here, and you'll see that there's a chest that's collecting all this bamboo. In terms of efficiency, I found that for every stack of bone meal that you use, it creates about a stack and a half of bamboo. So now let me show you how to make it. So let's use this center block here for our bamboo. And the first thing you'll want to do is place a dispenser on each side. These dispensers are going to be what you use to hold your bone meal. Now that you have your dispensers there, on top of one of them, you're going to want to go back a space and then place a sticky piston facing in and place your glass there. And then on each of these, you'll want to place your glass. Now, you're going to want to build a tower to hold the bamboo. And bamboo can grow to be 16 blocks tall at most. So when you're building these glass walls, make sure that they are at least 17 high so that you're not going to stop the bamboo from growing if you put a roof on it. And the reason you want these is because if you don't have walls around the side, there's a good chance that the bamboo will fall and land on top of the dispenser rather than falling into your minecart that's below there and collecting all the drops. So now that you have that basic part built up, you can build a wall of blocks all the way around the outside here. And this is going to be what you use to power your dispensers, sorry. So run redstone. On the side that has the sticky piston, your redstone is going to go directly into the dispenser. And on the rest of them, it's just going to go along this block that is one above. And this here is the center of your bamboo farm. So now there are two big components left to build. One of them is the clock. The clock will run and it will dispense the bone meal to grow the bamboo. And the other is the counter, which will count the number of clock ticks and extend this piston on every third one, so that is when the bamboo is fully built. To start that, you're going to want to go ahead and place some stone blocks into this where your redstone power is going to go. Obviously you can run this wherever you want. I'm going to run it down to ground level just for the sake of it being easier to build. So we'll run some redstone down to the ground. Now you're going to want to have a redstone repeater on its second tick coming out of a block. And all this is going to do is take the output from the counter and make it into a longer signal, because if you have a one tick pulse on a sticky piston, it's actually going to leave the glass block in the middle there, and that'll break your machine. So we're just going to have a block with a repeater coming out of it on its second tick, and that will fix that issue. The next thing you're going to want to do is place a piece of redstone, followed by a redstone torch, but you'll need a block away from it. So let's go a block away and then a redstone torch. Directly above that block, you're going to want another block and then one that is back one and up one. So now you have this shape here, and on the back of this you'll want another torch, and then on top of that one you want a torch. So you have 3 blocks, each one with a torch on it, one on each side, and then one at the top. Now, beside this block here, you're going to want a sticky piston facing down. And at the bottom of that, you'll want a stone or some other block that conducts redstone. Now, coming out of that one, you'll want a redstone repeater, again on its second tick. And that'll be going into the block that has the redstone torch on the other side of it. We're going to want this to go every 3 ticks, every 3 clock counts. So in order to get that, we're going to want 3 redstone repeaters facing into the block that is attached to the sticky piston. We're going to put these on their second tick just to extend the time, because that's what our clock's going to be running at, and that's what we need to make this run properly. And then going into the side of each one of those repeaters, we're going to want another repeater just on its first position. Now we'll take some redstone dust, and coming out of this block where the redstone repeaters are, we will run the redstone along and connect it to each one of these repeaters. At the end of that, place another redstone repeater. This one's going to be on its third tick. So third position there. And that's going to go into a block that has a redstone torch. And then we're going to just run some redstone dust into these repeaters, and you'll see that that locks them all. And that's how you know that this counter is ready to go. So the counter is now complete. In order to control this, you're going to want the input going into this block here. So the second one up on that torch tower. So we'll run this over. And again, you can run this however you need it to fit into your space. I'm just going to run it on the ground over here for simplicity's sake. So for the clock, what you're going to want to do is place one redstone repeater facing each direction, side by side like so, and put them in their second positions. And then continue this redstone line along these, one more position out. And then with the two repeaters, you want one empty space and then a block with a redstone torch. Now on the other side of that torch, on the other side of that block, you'll want a sticky piston facing this way with a block, and then nothing here and some redstone dust. That is your clock. So now that's all that's left to do is run a wire into this block here with the redstone torch and put whatever you want to control it. So I'm going to use a lever right now. If I flip this lever on, you'll see that it starts running. And that's not working properly. Let me double check. Sorry, these two here on your clock should be on their third tick. So if I put those in their third position and start this up again, runs a bit slower, but you'll see that it runs properly now. So all that's left to do now is take this output here and run it up to this path that goes along all of your dispensers. So we can run it down here, just like so, and then add in a redstone repeater to make sure that it lasts all the way around. And now when we turn our clock on, all the dispensers are firing, and every third one it's spitting out that glass block to break the bamboo. So fill these with bone meal and you're good to go. Now for the collection system, let me turn this off so we don't have to listen to it. We'll go underneath. In this center block here where you can see the dirt, that's obviously where the bamboo is. So temporarily we'll place a block under there, and then we'll want to place an air block, and then below that air block we'll place a chest. Let me bump myself up, and then going into that chest we're going to want to place a hopper, and then on top of that hopper we'll destroy the block that was there temporarily. We're going to place a rail, and on top of that rail we'll place a hopper minecart. So now any drops that fall onto that bamboo, the tile with the bamboo, will go through the minecart, into the hopper, into the chest. That is all you need, and now you have a fully functioning bamboo farm, fully automatic. Just flip a switch, it'll spit out the bone meal once you put bone meal into the dispensers. That'll grow it. Every third time it will send out that glass block and break it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, drop a like, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.